Within a few days later, that's when I got the call to audition for Ozzy, and thanks to Randy Rhoads, and the moment that Ozzy asked me after during the audition, "Hey man, do you want the gig?" After we played a few songs together, I said, "Yeah." Boom, my life just completely changed. It went from like black and white to living color,
Wow.
and it's been like that since 1981. You know,
Oh my gosh. What songs did you guys play? Do you remember the songs from the
yeah,
audition?
it was yeah, Crazy Train, and I don't know.
Wow. And do you feel like you guys all felt that energy in the moment, or were you still questioning if you would be the right fit?
That's a great question. I was only concerned. Well, Tommy Aldrich had just joined the band. He hasn't even done a rehearsal with the band yet.
Wow.
And but of course, Randy not only wrote the music that we were, the songs that we were playing, but he had been with Ozzy for since November of 1979, a little bit, yeah, around that time. That's when he went over to England to
Right.
join Ozzy. So he had been for about maybe a year and a half with Ozzy, you know. So he was comfortable. He had the gig, but it was so natural. Tommy Aldrich, he had been around with Black Oak, Arkansas, and Pat Travers and some other bands for almost just about as long as Ozzy had been around with Black Sabbath. They even toured together. So
Right.
Tommy really did not have to audition or prove anything to Ozzy. Yeah, of course he could do the gig. He could more than do the gig. He could take over as the drummer and conductor of the band, setting the tempos and all of that. That's the role of the drummer. And so he was comfortable. I've never, I played with Tommy Aldrich in different bands after that. And he's always been incredibly comfortable in whatever band he happens to be playing with. It's like once you ask Tommy to join your band, you're asking Tommy Aldrich. You're not going to change him into something else.
Right.
That's the reason why he's there, so he could be himself.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that could be said for everybody who was in the lineup at the time though. There's really no changing any of those musicians or,
No,
Ozzy himself. So maybe that's why it worked
yeah,
so well.
yes, yes, yes. I got a lot of help from Randy because we were in a crush because we had about 10 days to hit the road by the time that I got the audition. So, and this is music that it was brand new.
Right.
you know, 40 something years later, I mean, you got like 5 year olds that can play Crazy Train, on any instrument.
Exactly. Something that everybody knows, but at that time, it was still being fleshed out. What's happening, beautiful people? Welcome back to another interview right here on Cassius Moore's Official. Very happy to let you know that today's interview is brought to you by Bromas Day, the #1 t-shirt company you guys need to know about. Just take a look at the quality and the designs here from Bromas Day. Absolutely impeccable. I got my little spaceman on. We're gonna go up to the moon. Make sure to use the promo code CASS to save 15% off all orders. Shipping is worldwide. And make sure to send me a photo at Cash's show when you cop your shirt.